We'll cut that out.
Good start.
I know. Oh, that looks okay. When you're a little bit more forward, okay. So, what do you think sets? Okay. So, what do you think? What sets you apart from other massage therapists out there?
My experience and the fact that all the different people I've traded with, I bet you it's been 100 different people
Wow.
that I've traded massages with in the first couple years of doing massage therapy. And I try to, just like in going to martial arts training for years and years, I want to take one thing home with me. If nothing else, one thing, each class or each session that I traded with somebody, that sort of thing. And that's yours. Get to keep it. And I
Yeah.
get to use it and I get to share it. So there's
That's
that.
that's 100 different knowledge points that you are taking from all of these trades, and then you can apply into your
Yeah,
practice.
techniques, modalities.
That
Yeah,
you're not losing because you're learning it,
correct.
and then you're also giving to them.
Yes.
Nice.
And I feel that there's really only a small percentage of people in any field, whether it's a doctor, whether it's an architect, whether it's a professional athlete, how many of them really continue to grow and learn and evolve. And my own client feedback, I always pay attention. I try, okay, I don't feel like that session was good enough, so next time I see them, I've got another try to figure out what exactly is holding that pattern of pain and tension, and that helps me learn more and my own injuries.
Right.
So it just makes me dig deeper, and yeah, it just keep
Literally.
digging deeper, and that's where today's, we're headed towards tool time.
So how did you learn all of this? Education, a little bit of maybe formal education, as well as in those trades, diving in yourself and learning more.
Show me something today,
Mm-hmm.
and I will try to copy. When someone is really good and I'm impressed, I'm going to watch their breathing, I'm going to watch their stance, I'm going to watch their technique, and I'm going to do my best to duplicate that.
Family.
Then if I want to, I'll change it. I'll change it to my own method. And this stick right here I've been using for so long, because when I'd like to get a massage every day.
Mm-hmm.
How practical is that? How practical is that? How expensive is that? Everything else, time-wise.
Yeah.
So a tool like this, my neck's stiff, and I get this at least once a week. I'm sitting on my laptop, I'm sitting in front of my TV, I grab the stick, and in a couple of minutes, I can relieve most of it.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. I'm going to show you how to do this, how this particular method that I'm doing today evolved, and I'll show you how we've already done some video on this, how to use different points and different ways to do this, but I'm going to show you a passive way where we're just using our own body weight, we're using gravity. And this is interesting because I learned to surf in Maui. I was already in my 40s. I already have a bunch of injuries from a lot of different things. So surfing should be called paddling. If you haven't surfed, you probably don't understand that, but you spend a lot more time paddling. You're holding up your head and your shoulders, and you're paddling and you're paddling and you're paddling. And I was in the best shape of my life. My back and my neck were so tight. I would go out and surf, maybe a couple hours or so. And then I'd come back, have a cup of coffee sitting on a dash. It's nice and warm from the sun. And I would sit there and work some knots out of my shoulders and my upper back and my neck. And one day it came to me, my arms just get tired doing this. So I took a little piece of rope, just like this one, which we use in our African drums, by the way, and I tied this very stick to my steering wheel. That's how long I've had this. So now I've got it tied to my steering wheel, and I'm just leaning back. Whoa, this works. So that went on. I've been doing that for a long, long time. I don't surf anymore. I'm in Florida, and surfing isn't much here. But I have Wherever I live, I have a post or an eye bolt, and I have it all set up to where I've got exactly the length I need. I've always got this nearby, and I'll just grab it and hook it up. I don't even have to really, I just kind of steer it. I'm not using strength anymore.
Mm.
Okay.
So I've heard two things, and I want to ask you about them. The first one is it true that a hot bath before having a massage, whether that's from a massage therapist or self-massage, helps? And then I'll ask you the second question.
Okay. Sometimes our muscles are so tight that a hot bath can be extremely helpful. Sometimes inflammation can get a little bit worse, but when you're getting a massage right after, it's a very good idea to loosen things up first.
Got it. And kind of on the opposite of that, I've also heard that ice packs can also help as an anti-inflammatory. What do you think about that?
Ice is one of my best friends.
Okay.
I have actually, in the past, I've had a lot of issues with my low back because I injured myself at a young age. And inflammation, and you're going to hear a lot more about it as as time goes on. We're hearing a lot about it now. Anti-inflammatories, ibuprofen, all this stuff. A lot of how it works is not just pain reliever, but you're taking fluid out of the joints, of the muscles, of the tendons. So ice definitely can help. It's almost a slow motion massage in the sense that it forces fluids to move out of that area. Yes,
Okay.
ice packs are very good. I've actually had to put me back on my feet before.
Nice.
When I injured myself pretty bad again, kickboxing classes. Yeah.
Got it. That's all I had.
Okay, what else? Now's a great time to use tools because here we are with COVID and everybody's staying home. I have had almost no clients in 6 months.
Wow.
The few that I've had, we both got masks on and everybody's afraid.
Yeah.
So we're staying at home, we're being safe.
Now, as far as tools, are those things that you are going to the store and buying? Are you ordering these on Amazon? Are you making these yourself? What types of things? Are they structures in the home? I mean, we're at home. We're
Yeah.
talking about at-home massage.
Right.
So what would you say?
Well, that's a really good question. There are brand names that
Okay.
we don't know yet where this is going, so we may have links in the future
Yeah.
about that. This one, I honestly don't know the name of this. I have made these with a pipe bender and some conduit. If you're
Okay.
handy, it's not that difficult, and you can make shorter ones because the way I use this, when I'm working on my neck, it fits my body really well. I don't have to do a lot of this and use strength. I put my arm here, and I'm literally just dropping my elbow to put pressure up here. Now, Angie, it doesn't work for her
No.
because
A
the
lot.
different length of our arms. But if I made one here that was shorter,
Then it would
then
pull.
it,
yeah.
and I've done that in the past. So if you're a real do-it-yourselfer, that's a good thing.
What else? Tell me.
Well, there's maintenance.
Yeah.
And again, we're still talking about being able to go and get a massage, and whether you can't afford it, don't have time. Some people don't like being touched.
Yeah.
What other choices do we have? People say, oh, I'm going to go to the doctor and get this checked out. I am not anti-doctor, but what are you going to get at the doctor? Painkillers of some sort. You're going
Right.
to get some kind of medication that I call drugs. They are drugs. And you got tools.
Mm-hmm. So I guess when you're saying maintenance, I mean, it's kind of like, if you go to the dentist, right, you're going for a cleaning, and then you go back, 6 months later for another cleaning. You obviously have to be brushing your teeth, flossing, and doing those types of things between those 2 6-month appointments, or else you're really in trouble.
Sorry,
and
friends.
you obviously, right, and you're not going to go to the dentist every single day to get your teeth brushed or cleaned. So what are some things that people can do at home to keep this maintenance up? Are there sleeping positions that are better? Are there massages that they can do? Obviously, we're talking about tools such as this. What are some of those maintenance things that you would say do between we call you for a massage or a massage therapist in our area, or do some of these?
Some people like physical therapy. I really haven't had experience with many that I feel really get in and work except show you rubber bands and you know, stretches. There's some good things, but
Okay.
obviously stretching is good. And again, the tools that I use, that we have other videos coming up here for the low back, for the mid back, and pretty much for the whole upper torso.
Got it.
And in the future, there's foam rollers, and a lot of people are probably already familiar with how to work to your legs and, you know, a lot of different muscles like that.
Got it. Okay, so we're going to conclude this, and then somewhere on this channel, on this page, wherever you are watching this video, we will have other videos that touch on some of those points that he mentioned, such as the different tools, the maintenance, different strategies you can do at home with self-massage with tools,
Absolutely.
and different products that you can use. Awesome.
Okay, we'll move on to where I'll show you how to use this without any strength, really, without any muscle.